Hey guys, it's Rachel from Lorraine Lamb, and today is my June movie wrap-up. So if I'm looking at the side, I have my computer set up. It's not stretching all the way over here because I was too lazy to untangle the cord. And I'm going to go over what I watched, the dates I watched it, and then do my rankings from best film of the month to least favorite of the month. But this month I feel like it's going to be really hard to pick a least favorite just because I had so many movies I absolutely loved. I'm also flicking through Notebook if your page is turning while I'm talking. I'm just trying to get the list up. So we're going to go through the chart. So I have an Excel spreadsheet. I hope I'm not like out of frame when I'm doing this. I'm trying to pull my laptop into frame. So I have a spreadsheet which has title, date watched, times watched, rewatch or new, and my thoughts or feelings. So I'm just going to scroll down the list until we see, '06, which will be June. So we're getting close to something. Okay. So one of the movies I watched, I don't remember the date is, but I watched All I See Is You, which is a movie starring Blake Lively. I believe it came out in 2017. And I didn't enjoy it. I actually DNF'd it after 50 minutes. I didn't like it. And if somebody's watching and thinks I should give the rest of the movie a chance, let me know. I decided to watch something on Netflix because I was feeling really sick and I was up in the middle of the night and I didn't feel like watching reality TV. I just felt like watching like a movie or something like that, and I didn't want to haul my laptop out. Because I rarely watch stuff on Netflix, just because I find it very overwhelming, and a lot of the shows I want to watch are on Netflix, so I have like the DVD copies of them. But yeah, DNF'd after 50 minutes. I didn't think it was going to get any more interesting. I thought it was going to be like a thriller suspense, and if I'm wrong, definitely let me know. But yeah, and I'm going to just insert a picture here so you can see, the cover. But yeah, I didn't really like that one. Now let's skip down the list because there's 66 movies on this. If you watch my challenge, you know why. Or like the beginning of the year video. So now I'm on to, so I have like not planned but watched films. So now we're moving on to that list. So the first one is The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. And this is an older film. I believe it's from the 1940s, from 1947. And it was really good. So basically me and my friend Ray, we're trying to watch 2 movies a month. We used to watch one every week, but it's really difficult, especially when to obtain a copy and all that, some of the movies. And it also, we're watching Smallville right now, so trying to watch that. So basically each week or each month we each have a pick and we give the other person options because I'm picky and I need options. But I thought this one sounded really good. It's one of his favorites and it's such a good film. Usually older films I do enjoy, just sometimes I don't. I enjoy more older TV shows, I feel like, than movies, but this one exceeded my expectations. And it's basically about a romance between a lady and a ghost and kind of how that takes. It's very hard to describe without giving away the whole plot, but it was a very, very good film. The next movie I saw, and oh yes, and I saw that on June 18th. I'd never seen it before, and I said, so good for a classic film, love it. And I can see why it's one of my friend's favorite films. The next movie I watched was Deadpool 2. Really enjoyed that. I saw it on June 6th. I saw it in theaters. I didn't see it in 3D though. I just saw it in non-free 3D. I didn't see any effects because I was like, for certain movies I will, but certain movies that they offered in, and I just don't feel like Jurassic World, definitely, because I feel like I'm getting my money's worth, but I didn't know. I hadn't heard any reviews of people seeing it either or and saying to splurge, so I just went for the regular admission. I saw it once. It was new film to me, obviously, because I saw it in the theaters. And I said it was a really good sequel. It was pretty much on par with the first in terms of quality and joke density, but I still feel like the first was a little bit more superior. But I did enjoy the second one. I thought it was a really good sequel. I wasn't really nervous about the sequel because I found the first one really good. And I really like the twist they kind of add to this one. I don't know, I want to see the X-Force movie before I, even Ryan Reynolds was I was reading an article of him and he was they have to do something different because you can't be doing the same thing. So I'd be really interested to see where they take the franchise in the future. I feel like they can do a lot of things with it because it is a more comedic superhero. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do eventually in the future, if there is going to be something else. And then another film I watched was Set It Up, which I'm going to insert a picture just because I don't have a DVD of it, obviously. So this movie is one on Netflix, and me and my friend were getting lunch one day, and we just wanted to put on something to watch, and we were going to put on, you know, some reality TV, but it wasn't working. So we just put on a movie on Netflix, and this one's basically about two assistants who try to set up their bosses so they can have like an easier workload and actually leave at regular hours, not be there till like midnight with their bosses. And I watched this, well, we finished it. We started it one day and then waited a week or two to finish it because of our schedules. So I finished it on June 26, 2018. I only watched it once. It was a new film for me. It was newly on Netflix, I believe, in June. And I said this was such a cute, feel-good, amazing film. I really, really enjoyed it. It exceeded all my expectations. Then I watched Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and I saw this on June 6th. Oh, not June 6th. June 25th. I saw it once. I would have seen it again. I really hope to see it again, actually. I saw it in like the IMAX, and I didn't think I was going to be able to see it in that because the times weren't showing up on my phone, like, or even on the computer. We got there and they had a later time, so I was like, ooh, really want to go see that. I saw it once, it was new, and I said, oh my gosh, so good. I absolutely adored it. I think I even love it more than Jurassic World a bit. So good. I know it's really controversial, like a lot of people give those films flack and stuff like that, but the standpoint where I'm coming from is like, I just love them so much. It's so nostalgic to me. I've seen the first three, like hundreds is maybe extending it, but I've seen the first one hundreds of times, I would say, because me and my cousin watched it almost every weekend. Like, a giant fan of the franchise, so really they can almost do no wrong in my eyes. But I really want them to bring for the next one Alan Grant back or Sam Neill back. Like, they brought Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, but like, I want Dr. Alan Grant back. Is that too hard to ask? The next movie I watched was Mother, May I Sleep with Danger, the 1996 version. There is a 2016, which was the James Franco reimagining. And this one stars Tori Spelling. It was originally a Lifetime movie, and it's about a girl who starts dating this guy who just gets creepier and creepier. It's one of those films. I watched it on June 26th. It was a new film for me. I'd seen parts of it, but I'm classifying it as a new film to me. I watched it once. And I said, such a fun, trashy film to watch with friends. Me and my friend were laughing at some of the things, but it was still really intense, and I thought it was a good movie. Like, I don't mind made-for-TV movies. Like, I have a pretty high tolerance for them. I'm not like a movie buff where it's like, I love pretty movies and well-written movies, but I'm not like opposed to watching one that's a little bit more silly and stuff like that. And I found it really good, and like, I really like Tori Spelling as an actress. I know that gets a lot of flack too. But I'm also a big fan of 90210, so that's probably why I do enjoy like her acting and stuff like that. Or not maybe even her acting, more so just like her project she does. She does another really good made-for-TV movie, and I forget what it's called, but that's like a really bad. I forget what it's called, but like, it's really good. I was gonna say Cradle of Lies, but that's not it. But it involves like a baby, and I'm forgetting the title. Oh, Hush. I think it's called Hush. It was really good. And then the next film is, oh wait, that's in July. Yeah, so, because I already watched 2 films this month, and I'm filming this on the 4th of July. But yeah, basically that was my rankings. So now I'm going to go over my best to least favorite movie of the month. That was really convoluted. So now we're going to do my power rankings. So we're not counting All I See Is You, which was the movie I DNF'd, or did not finish. But we're going to count these movies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 movies, not the best, but better than May. May I think was like 2 or 3. So my favorite movie, hands down, was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Loved it so much. I was anticipating so much, and I was really sick the night I was going to watch it, and I think I was making myself even worse because I was so excited that I was like making myself like feel sick, which I do sometimes when I'm excited, which is kind of like annoying because then I don't feel well, but you know, just so excited. Then the next movie on my list, I would say, was Deadpool 2. I really enjoyed that sequel. There's been a lot of really good movies coming out lately in the theaters, sequels and stuff, or like other works attached to projects, and I've been really enjoying them, and I thought it was a really good sequel. Then number 3, I would say Set It Up. Really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really cute and a really good rom-com. I feel like there's not a lot of them coming out nowadays, so it was just a really nice rom-com to watch. The 4th movie, just because unfortunately has to be this low, is The Ghost of Mrs. Muir, which I really did enjoy. Just there's so many big blockbustery type movies I watched this month that I got pushed to the end, but that by no means it's a bad movie. I really just enjoyed that, and I'm going to be rewatching that in the future. And then my last movie is Mother May I Sleep with Danger, the 1996 version, because this is probably the least showy of the films. It was the made-for-TV one. Yeah, it was just okay. And then I also watched, I remember, a different movie on TV, but I forget what it's called. It was another made-for-TV movie, but my cousin and me couldn't stand it because we knew what was going to happen like from the first minute, and we're like, no. And there was the teacher's name in the movie that was really, really weird. Like, it wasn't a normal, I don't know, it was how it was a normal name. It was how this girl pronounced it. It was really weird. Like, it wasn't like with an accent or something. It's just how like she enunciated it. It was just weird. I forget what movie that is. It's probably deleted because it was an on-demand movie on the W Network. And yes, that has been my movie video for this month. So far this month, I've watched 2 films. And I'm having a marathon of films with my friends, so I should be at least up to 7 films, I believe, by the end of this month, which is amazing. And I'm going to be doing like not a wrap-up, but talking about how many movies I've watched out of the 66 movies I want to watch, how many movies I've watched in total, because some of them are not planned films that I just found throughout the year. So I'm going to be doing a whole big, mid-year check-in and see what you guys are doing with your challenges, if you guys have been doing movie challenges. I know a lot of us do book challenges, because obviously my channel is predominantly a booktube channel. But if you're doing a movie challenge or just want to, join in halfway through the year, be like, I'm going to make it 30 movies. Like, let's go for it. And I will see you guys at that video, the following week. The following Friday, I believe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.